It's that time of the year when economists become forecasters, and the HKTDC has produced its trade outlook for 2011. And joining us is the chief economist of the HKTDC, Edward Leung, who produces both the figures as well as the backup commentary. Edward, let's cut to the chase to begin with. What is our outlook really for export growth in 2011?
Hong Kong's export will grow by 8% for the next year, and which is much a slower rate than what we experienced in this year.
But at the same time, electronics, which I think represents up to half of our value exports, how's that going to really be performing in 2011?
The electronic market performed particularly well this year because of the new product, particularly for example the smartphones as well as the widescreen televisions. But anyway, we expected that the electronic market become more mature now, and for the next years the industry forecasts that the semiconductor will only increase by 8% versus the 33% increase this year.
Edward, you're looking at figures that are single digit for export growth, and that seems to be very conservative. But why is that?
We expect that the electronic product cycle will mature very soon. At the same time that the world economy will only recovering at a slower rate, and also we expect the world economy will remain in a fragile condition. That is why we put up a relatively conservative number compared with this year.
At the same time, the Chinese mainland market seems to be incredibly robust.
Apart from the Chinese mainland, we also expected that there will be good opportunities in other emerging markets as well. For example, India and Indonesia as well as Vietnam in Asia, and also all the commodity and oil exporters in the Middle East and the Latin America.
The HKTDC Export Index, which is included in our Hong Kong Trade Quarterly, seems to show that confidence amongst exporters is gradually growing, particularly on the Chinese mainland. How do you see that picture overall in 2011?
For the overall performance, our export index still maintaining about just over 54, which is the lowest one in the past 4 quarters. It means that we are still optimistic about the coming quarters of our export. At the same time, our expectation become more moderate compared with previous quarters. And we also expect the price increase will be faster in the quarter ahead, and while the volume increase will slow down.
And looking really at the new markets out there, not only China, but also perhaps Brazil, maybe Russia, which are the best ones that you would see going forward?
I will put in terms of region, Asia will offer the best opportunities, and in terms of countries, of course China and India will be most promising. Even in the the more troubled region in Europe, we consider Russia as well as Turkey will be a very good market for our exporters as well.
So you seem to be painting a picture that is a rather mixed one. What's your advice for Hong Kong exporters?
For our exporters, of course, we got to pay more attention for building up our brand. At the same time, also we are expecting our manufacturers to upgrading their product and design. And we expect some sort of price increase, but we do not expect there will be a substantial and large amount of increase in unit price.